Have you ever dreamed of having a YouTube channel? Here I am living my dream of having one. And I'm here to share with you my journey and document it along the way, with the hope that if you are thinking of starting up a YouTube channel, or you are already on the way, but you haven't had so much success, that I can help you with my tiny journey so far. I've got up to just over 200 subs. So if you are further than that, then this isn't for you. But if you're just getting started, then listen up. I will help you along the way. I have got a part 1 in this series, and if you enjoy this one, or you want to know exactly where I began, then I'll link to that one. I may put a card or a link in the description below, and you can go back and see how I started. In my story, I'm up to week number 3, and the idea is for me to catch all the way up to where I am now, and then to do these videos on a weekly basis and show you a little bit of the analytics and tell you what I've done along the way. As I said, the aim is to help those of you who, like me, a few months ago was just getting started. So I got up to week number 3, and week number 3, I released a video called Balancing Family and Business. At that time, I was thinking about where I was going to pivot, and I wasn't really sure on all the themes that I was going to be, or the kind of videos that I was going to be releasing. I do working from home, so I did a video about top tips for being productive and working from home. It didn't do too well. To date, it's done 61 views, but I did get 6 subs from it, so not so bad. And that was the first video where I added product links in my business description. And what I did is I looked at all of the products that I was using so far. This microphone, even though it's very old, I think you can still get it. The lights that I'm using and the camera that I'm using, I put the links underneath. It was Amazon affiliate links. So of course, if anybody clicks on them and buys them, then I'm going to get something back from Amazon. And I do believe that if somebody clicks on your link and goes to Amazon, even if they go to buy something else, if they don't buy that particular thing, but they buy something else, the fact that they clicked on your link to go to Amazon, you might get something back. I've seen nothing yet, but it's early days. So it's important when you're looking at your videos not to get caught up in the numbers too much, but do pay a certain amount of attention, because I looked at this video and I would say, okay, didn't do so well because it had 61 views, but I got 6 subs from it. So sometimes you got to weigh it up, because 6 subs in early days for my 3rd video, that was pretty good. My 4th video, 4 weeks in, because I've been releasing these videos on a weekly basis, was a video aimed at telling people not to go and spend large amounts of money on expensive offices when they start off in business. And it was called Don't Make This Mistake When Starting a Business. That one did okay again, 75 views. I got 1 sub from that. And my thing about coming into YouTube was that I didn't know a lot at all. So I just said to myself, every week I'm going to learn something new where I could. The learning curve on YouTube is just steep for me anyway. Some of you may find it a walk in the park. Not me. I struggled. And I just said, if I could learn just one thing, I found it so overwhelming when I first started, but I thought if I could just learn something new each week, then I'd be good. So as I said, in week number 4, then I learned how to add pictures to my videos. So I didn't know how to do it. Now I know how to do it, and it enhances my videos, because one of the things is I was happy just to sit down in front of the camera and talk. But my friend who was guiding me, he said that, look, you need to be able to have, if you can't have different camera angles, then at least you've got to jump in and jump out. I mean, some people's videos are full of stuff. I don't know if I'm ever going to get there, because I don't, number one, I don't know how to do it. I am going to outsource this, so maybe they'll do that for me. But there's a part of me that I don't really like all the jumping around that much when I'm watching videos. I like it to a certain extent, and certain pictures and certain imagery does help the video along. But then for me, sometimes I find it distracting. There's all kinds of people. So so far, I've, as I said, while I'm recording this, I'm 20 videos in, and I have minimal editing on my videos, but I'm not doing too bad so far. I think I'm doing okay. So week number 5, I released a video called Maximize Your 24 Hours with This One Task. And I was really excited about that video because it's a time management tool that I use on a weekly basis at one point when I was struggling with my time management. It's such an amazing tool. And I thought, yeah, this one's going to go really well. Today, it's done 102 views and gave me 2 subs. So I learned how to use this week. As I said, every week I was learning something new for YouTube. I learned how to use tags in my description. Up until this point, didn't have any tags in my description. So once I learned how to do the tags, then I went back to the older videos and I put tags in there. And I began to consciously make my video from my titles and thumbnails. That was something I heard people doing. I wasn't doing that at the beginning. I would start off with an idea. I'd start writing it and start putting the concept together. And when I finish the concept, then I'd think about a thumbnail to match it. I think about what the title should be. I'm going to recommend that you make your thumbnail and make your title first. I can't explain it apart from saying once I started doing that, I think my videos got a lot better rather than doing it the other way around, because I would have a concept. Of course, the concept is there first. Then I think of what is the imagery like, because the imagery is important because somebody's going to click on it. They're going to look at the image. That's what they're going to see first. Then they're going to read the title. So I started really working on that stuff. And I found that when I did it that way, when I started working on the content was a lot tighter. I would think about think ideas would come up for me to put into the content, and I would say, well, that doesn't really match the title, that doesn't really match the thumbnail, that doesn't match the theme that I'm going with. So I've got nothing more to explain as to why, but I think it's a good idea. Do your thumbnail and do your title first. So that was in week number 5. I consciously started doing that, and I found that my videos began to get more views. Week number 6, everything changed on my channel. And week number 6, I'm just keeping my eye on the time here. Right, week number 6, I released a simple video called How to Never Be Late Again. I just finished helping one of my coaching clients to be on time, and I thought, oh, I'll just do a video about this. It's something that I developed years ago. Really simple techniques, simple tips, and I put it out there. And it wasn't usual. As usual, I put the video out on a Wednesday. Normally by Thursday it's on 10 or 20. This thing just kept going. By Saturday it was on 300, and I was just shaking my head. I thought, what's going on? 300. Then it just wouldn't stop. Sunday it was on about 500. I was overwhelmed, and I'm going to say to you, I've heard, you can't help it. If you are a new YouTuber, I'm not going to say to you, don't look at the numbers. Come on. When something like that is happening, you are mesmerized. I'm thinking, I was under pressure because I'm thinking, what's going to happen next? Part of me is saying, is this it? Are we breaking through on the 6th video? And then the other part of me is saying, how far is this going to go? How am I going to match the next one? To date, it's on around 1,139. Huge for somebody like me, a tiny YouTube channel. But that was my first video to ever go over 1,000. And I will say that in as much as it really excited us, it was a total distraction. I watched those analytics for the whole week. I just lost so much time looking at the numbers. I couldn't stop looking at it. And I made a decision right there and then. I thought, no matter how good any video does, I am not going to get distracted. I lost far too many days and far too many bits of work on other things that I had to do. So it was the first time also that I used the business description. Not the business description, the video description to promote other videos. I hadn't done that before. As I said to you, there's a lot to do in YouTube, and I just decided I'm going to do it one step at a time. So this video was the first time where I linked other videos in and talked about other videos. Next, I looked at the comments and I had a few comments coming in, which I was excited about. And two people during that video, I talked about the importance of having a running mate, of having an accountability partner. Two people said, "Oh, can you do a video on accountability partner?" So I got excited. I thought, wow, interaction from the audience. They're now asking me to do something. So I did this deep dive into an accountability partner, and that was week number 7. I made a video. It was around 28 minutes long. It was a very detailed video, and to date it's done 86 views. To me, it was no video that has views, in my opinion, for me, my channel, none of them are failures, but it was a letdown. I really thought it was going to do something great, and it just chugged along so slowly. I thought that, oh, come on, off the back of that, and people are requesting this, 2 people requested it, oh, this is going to be easy. No, didn't happen. I think I made it too long. For a new channel, me personally, I think that people would look at it and think, who is he? Look, he's hardly got any subscribers, and a 28-minute video. I'm not going to take it 28 minutes out of my life. It really was a downer, and I made sure at that point, I said, right, I'm never going to get taken in by those numbers again, because coming from that 1,000 plus and then coming to there, it was from a high falling down too low. So what I do nowadays, just to say, where I normally release my videos on a Wednesday, I don't look at them until about Saturday or Sunday. I just don't. I need to leave my mind clear to do other bits of work, and I need to have my mind clear so I can continue to be creative in YouTube. And if I'm thinking about the numbers on my video, whether they're too high, too low, or whatever it is, too fast, too slow, then I'm not going to be creative in the next videos that I'm making. And I need to have my focus on that, so I don't watch those numbers. And sometimes I go the whole week and don't watch the numbers. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because sometimes you have to look at what's happening. Sometimes you can go in there and change the title or change the thumbnail. I don't do that much. I've done it once or twice along the way, but and the most I've done is change the title. But my wife, she'll jump on, she does all the thumbnails, so she may change the thumbnail, but I don't get caught up in that. I'm just about making the next video and thinking about what I can do to satisfy and help the audience. And I pull myself away from those numbers, because you watch those numbers, unless you're good, you're just going to get sucked into it. So week number 7 was the accountability partner. Week number 8, I did a video called Boost Your Self-Confidence with 3 Easy Steps. And that one gave me 12 subscribers, and the views were 322 to date. Not bad. And I learned how to do end screens, and that's the part of the video at the end where you can advertise your other videos. So look, 8 weeks in, I just learned how to do end screens, and I started promoting my other videos. Again, I'm going to say the same message to you, is that if you don't know everything, don't worry about it. Start where you can. Keep an eye on the time. Again, I don't want this to be a long video. They're not going to be long videos once I catch up. So I'm going to stop here. I'm at week number 8, and I'm going to bring back another video to take it up from week number 9. I hope you found it useful for your YouTube journey. And all I can say to you is keep on being amazing, because you are. See you on the next video. Feeling good? Want more results like this? Let's keep that momentum going with this video here. Also, click on my head here to subscribe.